Is Domantas Sabonis the right big man for this team going forward? Domantas Sabonis is a really good blue collar player. I call him a blue collar player. He goes in, he does his job night after night. He gets about 1 billion double doubles a season. He just goes out there and is pretty consistent with his rebounding, averaging about 12 to 15 rebounds a night. And his points, usually about 15 to 20 points a night. I believe Domantas Sabonis is a good big man. There's a lot of fans, a lot of critics, and a lot of talking heads that are a little down on Domantas Sabonis currently because of his play-in game performance, which was a little abysmal. He got outplayed by AD and the other tall guys on that team that they have. They kind of played a two-man set against us. They had a center, and they were using AD as the power forward. AD wasn't just playing like a small team center. He was the power forward, so they were kind of big. And Domantas Sabonis had trouble against that. He has trouble against long, tall, athletic guys that are his height or taller. And who wouldn't? I mean, if somebody that's taller than you is obviously going to have a little bit of an advantage as far as defense. So Sabonis does lack when it comes to like a two-man rotation like that, really athletic big men that guard him. But in my opinion, the Kings probably need to incorporate more of what the Dallas Mavericks do, which is maybe put Sabonis as a power forward and get a really tall guy, a guy that's even taller than Sabonis. Get some tall center. We had JaVale McGee a couple years ago, and I thought he was perfect. Play him at center, Sabonis at power. Let JaVale catch those lobs, and he's there for defense, on guys that Sabonis can't really guard or can't really hold. And in my opinion, I feel like the Kings have been lacking a little bit down low. Is that because of Sabonis? Maybe, but I really feel like he needs help. Sabonis needs help down there, whether it's a really good dominant power forward or a center to combine with to be his center while he's the power forward. Keegan Murray plays power forward most of the games. Keegan Murray is not down low banging or helping out on D, blocking guys. He's around the perimeter most of the time. On defense, he does get some rebounds, and he has gotten better at help defense, but he's not really that banger, I think, that the Kings kind of need down low. And they recently picked up Jonas Valanciunas, who's also a very good center, big bulky guy, big strong tough guy, but even he has trouble guarding really tall lean centers. So I believe the Kings do need that. They had Alex Len for a while. He's a tall guy, semi-athletic, and I thought he would have been good to pair with Sabonis, but the Kings just really didn't do that. Mike Brown didn't do that, and even Doug Christie didn't really do that. But in my opinion, I believe the Kings should keep Domantas Sabonis going forward, even though I know he might be our biggest asset right now. A lot of people are calling to get him traded and maybe trade him for some assets, trade him for a good player and some first-round picks. But I think we should keep Domantas Sabonis on this team for now and maybe use some of our other assets to get some younger guys, maybe trading DeRozan or a Levine, one of those two guys. I think we can probably get a few good draft picks for those guys. So in my opinion, going forward, I think Sabonis is a good big man. I think he can be used on this team. He kind of didn't show up for the playoffs. He kind of disappeared, and he's done that a couple times now. And his biggest thing is he wants a point guard to come in. He probably doesn't feel like he's getting the ball in the right spots is maybe his concern. But, he brings the ball down himself sometimes. So Levine and him need to kind of figure out a way to work together if they're going to be successful this next coming off season, or like Sabonis said, get him a point guard and maybe even get him some help at center, somebody that he can actually play with and not sub for.